what's up everyone? So, what is this, like fourth, maybe fifth? Can't remember. I think it's like the fourth day of the Uberman sleep schedule that I'm doing so far. Last night I put up a video of me just like passing out and having a terrible time. Today I did have a little bit better time, so I did a couple things actually. I looked up some ways to keep yourself awake when you're really exhausted and getting sleepy and stuff. One of those ways was to do this this breathing technique, and it's called like fire breath or some kind of yoga thing. I was like, all right, sounds weird, but I'm willing to try. It was easy. So essentially, what you do is you take these like rapid breaths. So I'll tell you how to do it, and it did work. Like it gave me a lot of like extra energy, and like my mind felt like it opened up a little bit, just a tiny bit. So so I thought I would share with you guys. It's pretty cool. So basically, you start off to get an idea. You have to pant like a dog just to get the rhythm down. So you go. So you do that and get that in your mind, like the pacing of you doing that. And then what you do is you close your mouth and you do that through your nose, in and out your nose. Oh, I'm gonna like blow boogers out my nose. Okay, so what you do, the idea is that you wanna hold your hand on your stomach. I don't know if I can show this at the camera height. Let me lower this down a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna step back. Alright, so you, essentially what you do is you put your hand on your stomach and you wanna have your stomach go in and out really rapidly along with the nose breath. So you're gonna go. You can do it for like 9 times. You're gonna do like 2 sets of 9 of that. And that should give you like a whole lot of, like a boost of energy. It's weird. It actually does kind of work if you do it like that. So, pretty interesting. So that's one thing I looked up. The other thing was that apparently if you take coconut oil, like a tablespoon of coconut oil in the morning when you wake up or just whenever, then that's supposed to give you a lot of energy. So I went ahead, I actually bought some coconut oil the other day because I'm going to use it for cooking some stuff that's got really high smoking point. So it's a pretty much, actually there's a lot of uses for coconut oil. You can look up online, like there's an article I found, there's like 101 uses for coconut oil. You'll be amazed. It's actually really cool. So anyways, I just took a tablespoon of it and like, what? It's kind of weird. It wasn't like gross, but it was just weird because it's oily. I mean, it's like a sweet oil, coconut oil. But that helped me out. I got through the first phase that I usually am conked out without too many issues. The next one, I started to crash again during that one, and I did okay. I got about 2 hours in, and I was starting to do the eyeball thing. So what I did was I actually decided to take an interim nap. So rather than waiting the full 4 hours, I took an extra 20-minute nap at that 2-hour mark, and then after I woke up from that, I was still a little tiny bit groggy, but I made it through without the extremely like painful tiredness, like the painful, like, oh, if I don't fall asleep I'm gonna die feeling, essentially. So I got through that, and I've been a little bit today, like my head's still a little from the sleep deprivation. Like is a small slight headache, but it's not too unbearable, and I've been able to actually function, which is the important thing. So I guess that means that we are getting to the point to where I think I'm going to start seeing results from the Uberman schedule, and I think in a couple more days I'm actually going to start feeling extra rested rather than exhausted, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So obviously I'll keep you guys updated each day on how that's progressing. But the biggest problem with this sleep schedule is well, 2 things I guess, is that in the adaptation of it is the fact that sometimes you might sleep through your nap, which I did that the first time, like a long time ago, probably like 2 years ago when I tried to do this. I had one of those loud alarms, like wah, wah, wah. Like I was like, there's no way I can sleep through this thing, and like I guess I was just so exhausted, and I had like a really comfortable bed at the time, which I don't have anymore, and I was sleeping on that, and it was during one of those cycles that I would have normally been sleeping without the schedule. I slept for 3 or 4 hours with the alarm in my ear going brah, brah, brah. I woke up and it was still doing brah, 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 and then like I was like, how did I sleep through that? So what I found is during those 2 or 3 cycles, whenever you would normally be sleeping, if you're worried about oversleeping, I would recommend sleeping somewhere else other than your bed that is like less comfortable and easier to wake up from. So what I did actually last night as well is, and I didn't think I was gonna oversleep, but just to make sure I didn't, I just went and I slept on my beanbag, which is actually really comfortable, but it's not as easy to stay asleep on, especially if there's like noise and stuff going on. And there's also the computer lights and the noise and the light from the window over there. So all that stuff is, it's gonna make it a little bit harder for me to stay awake or stay asleep. But for the other cycles, I go sleep on my bed because I want to get to sleep as fast as possible. Also, that was another thing, is sleeping fast. I wanted to make sure that I was able to get to sleep quickly, because you put a timer for 20 minutes, lay down, and get up at 20 minutes. And if I lay there for 20 minutes and don't get any sleep, then that kind of defeats the purpose. So one thing I looked up, and I'm not sure if it's helped me a lot. I haven't really thought about it, but I feel like I can feel a difference. Essentially what you do, and it's weird how this works, I guess, but you go lay down in bed and you just pretend, I guess, or you imagine, you visualize yourself being extremely tired. So you just like think about the state of you being tired, of you like laying there and going, just like imagine yourself coming home from like being up for like 2 days and like partying, and you just like calm down, and like that feeling you get when you're just like, so just visualize yourself being that way, and like you'll start to get kind of like a tingly feeling in your body of like your of yourself just like getting really tired, and then kind of fall asleep. So it's kind of weird how that works, but it did. That's it. So other than that, just still doing my cooking stuff. I might do some vlogs on that later. For now, I'm just gonna talk about my sleeping schedule stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated on what happens tomorrow. Peace out. So I made a mistake last night during the nighttime hours of sleeping or whatever. Between like the 4 and 8 period, I was laying down to get my nap in, and I guess I had set my phone and then put it down close to me or something, rather than putting it back up on my desk without thinking. And I apparently, when it alarm went off, I must have hit it to turn it off and then fell back asleep. So I ended up sleeping for about 4 or 5 hours. So that kind of big mistake there. Hopefully that doesn't reset my my time to get through this by a lot. I'm really tired now. Like, because I slept more, I'm more tired than if I had not slept. So that's really unfortunate. But let's see. I guess we're coming up on day 7. This is just a nightmare. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. I really hope it doesn't take more than another week to get over being extremely exhausted, because it's hard, and I'm not productive at all because I can just constantly tired. I'm really tired right now. Alright. Well, I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully I can do better next time. Alright. Peace out.